Good morning, friends. Welcome to our Thursday morning get-together. Later, we're going to have some open line time on Michaels in the morning, but I have the opportunity here in talking with Admiral Dennis McGinn, retired Vice Admiral. You're coming to town to participate at the Energizing America Town Hall meeting. Tell us a little bit of your thoughts that you're likely to share with other Iowans this evening.
We just need to get started right now in a very deliberate and smart way, really looking for better sources of energy. And Iowa is a great place to talk about that because the potential for bioethanol and biodiesel and all of the other forms of renewable energy that we can control that are good for American farmers and good for the American economy.
If you and I want an energy future, you and I are going to have to get involved, get educated, build the political coalitions, and go shape that future ourselves.
You have to act now, too, in case you're wrong. Because by the time you get it, it may be too late.
I'm not nearly so concerned with political victory as I am all of us taking our responsibility to prize what we've been given by God.
It's up to us to re-energize our faith so that together we can re-energize our world.
Welcome to Plymouth Congregational United Church of Christ.
I would like to thank you all for coming here at the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
I'd like to welcome you to the First Baptist Church of Waukegan.
Nice to have all of you here, and I want to especially recognize Senator Bob Graham, who's joined us here, and of course welcome the National Resources Defense Council and Re-Energize America to Miami.
I seem like a strange person to be talking about global warming. I'm a preacher, and preachers preach. And I'm not going to do that tonight, but I do want to bring up the fact that the stewardship of God's creation is a moral obligation.
I believe that the life issue of our time is global warming. I believe that God's calling us to attention on this issue. I can find no place in any of the scriptures, whether they're Christian, Jewish, Muslim, or others, where God is calling us to participate in destroying the planet.
There's a lot of discussion going on in the country about how it is that you can dig post holes in Nebraska 12 months a year. We all know that's wrong. You should not be able to dig post holes 12 months a year. Weather patterns are being discussed. Folks are scratching their head and saying, what is going on here?
As was stated earlier, 11 of the major national science organizations have all issued reports to the exactly same effect, that yes, the climate is getting warmer and that there is a substantial contribution of man-made activities which are contributing.
And at that time we said, this is no longer simply a property and casualty insurance issue. This is an issue of greater import. It's an issue that will ultimately affect the economic, political, and social framework of our society. And it's very difficult for the public to grasp the implications associated with global warming. It's like a ticking time bomb.
President Ahmadinejad from Iran, President Hugo Chavez from Venezuela, two oil-exporting nations, stood before the General Assembly in New York and basically insulted the United States, the people of the United States, and our elected leaders. They did this because they were able to. We need their oil.
Our inaction on this absolutely critical issue of oil exploitation and oil dependence and global warming and its threat to human life of the earth, it is that serious that it is an unforgivable sin.
We need to start now, first with the realization that we don't have a sustainable model for continued dependence on oil from any source, domestic or foreign, and that there are some wonderful things that we can do in great places like Iowa with bio-based fuel, with wind and solar energy.
We think with local processing, we can turn this basically really cheap stuff into stuff that runs the world economy, and that's what the oil companies did. Through engineering and good business management, they run the world on it. We have the same opportunity here that they had back in the 1940s if we take advantage of it.
We can make choices as consumers to use less gasoline, less home heating oil, less natural gas, less electricity in our homes and businesses and in our automobiles and trucks by making wise choices.
I learned about tonight from several different varieties, church bulletins, newspapers, television, and so forth. And I think the whole panel has done a terrific job. If I come down to one fundamental question, I don't know anything about Re-Energize America, and it sounds like a terrific idea. Can somebody explain a little bit more about Re-Energize America?
Re-Energize America is really an effort for a variety of groups working together. So it's the environmental community, it's religious community, there are people who are primarily concerned with security issues, to just launch exactly this kind of conversation, to just get people in rooms just like this and say, we think we can solve this problem in a smart way. Let's roll up our sleeves and think about ways that we can do it, because no one's doing it for us.
For I'm convinced that it is the Creator waking us up to the impossible at the 11th hour. We who are the first generation to see the planet from beyond itself still have choices to engage our creativity and imagination in new ways.
But I think to really re-energize our nation is we've got to re-energize ourselves and take back that leadership role.
It's up to us to re-energize our faith so that together we can re-energize our world.
I want you to repeat after me. We are. We are. We are. The leaders. The leaders we have been waiting for.